This video is presented by VoiceOver Article. Most credit card companies have low-interest credit cards. Usually these will come with a low or no interest rate credit card for 6 to 12 months. On top of that, these cheap credit cards will go to a high fixed rate or high variable rate card at the end of the free period. These are great cards if you can pay the debt off in the specified time. If you can't, then they will cost you plenty over the long haul. They are also good for some purchases. Let's say your washer or dryer goes out, and it will cost more to repair than to replace. You can get this type of credit card to purchase your new washer and/or dryer from any store you wish, and then have 6 months to pay off the $300 to $500 instead of renting or waiting. With this type of card you will have to be willing to part with it once your time limit has expired. After that the rates are like the junk cards you get in the mail, upwards of 18% interest. A few will say different, and be as low as 10% if you have perfect or close to perfect credit rating. If you have missed or were late in the last year, it could jump as high as 25%. There are a few people that want to use these cards as account transfer holders. It sounds good to put a $5,000 to $30,000 debt on these interest-free cards for 6 months to a year. There are many downfalls to that type of thinking. If you think you are paying way too high of an interest rate now, then if you are a day late with these cards, you will find yourself at 21 to 25% interest right away. They make their money on you missing a payment or being late with one, so they can take away the interest free for the rest of the time period. This brings us to how they make their money. The card is only interest free as long as you are not late. You can call in and make arrangements on these cards, but what you won't hear is that next month they will charge you interest right away. You broke the agreement with them. So your free card now has a 18% or higher rate the rest of the 6 months to 1 year period, making it almost impossible to get a decent rate on a new card. These cheap credit cards are what I call throwaway cards. Use them once for a small purchase, then cut them up and throw them away. Remember, even on your small purchase you cannot really make arrangements or be late. The key to using these low interest rate credit cards successfully, whether for a down payment on a new car or buying a spa, is to make sure the payments are within your budget before you actually use it. If there is any reason at all to not be able to make that monthly payment on your low interest credit card, you are out of luck. However, if you are one of the lucky few that can make those payments on time for your new purchase, then by all means get the card now and get the things you want. Remember, whether it is 6 months or 12 months will make a huge difference, as well as being able to make your payments. If your credit rating is good, there is no need to go without the things you want right away. Use the link below to compare different cards that you may want to have. Try not to go overboard. One card at a time should do you well. By getting one card every 6 months you basically get something above average for yourself or family a couple of times a year. This video is presented by VoiceOver Article.